president. Call your president.
Yes, we're waiting. Oh yeah, I want a hotel. I need sanitary towels. You will give me food tonight. Wicked set of people. 17 hours layover. I have blood clot issue. What is issue ticket meta for me? What is issue ticket? What is issue boarding pass meta?
We already told you the problem, and I told you
what is snapping? What is snapping?
Unless you've been in hiding, you've probably seen the full clip of that video, which was basically an altercation between a Nigerian passenger and a Kenyan Airways staff. If you guys have shared this video with me saying, Funke, please let us know what's going on with visa rules for UK BRP holders or whatnot, and also just asking me in general, what are my thoughts on the video? If you're new to the news, here's a quick summary. Essentially, a Nigerian lady was flying Kenya Airways, and her route was to fly Lagos to Nairobi, Nairobi to Paris, Paris to Manchester. So Kenya Airways boarded her from Lagos to Nairobi, but upon arriving in Nairobi, they said that she did not have the right visa, a Schengen visa, to go onwards, and they subsequently offered to basically put her on a flight that would take her to London, then Manchester. Apparently, the lady refused, but the real altercation occurred when the lady actually then requested that she wanted hotel accommodation, right? To which the Kenya Airways staff said, no, we don't do, we don't give hotel accommodation if it's not our fault. Essentially, it was you that didn't have the right documents. And to which her point was, why did you board me from Lagos? Because the truth is, they were meant to check the documents from Lagos to ensure that you had the right visas through to a final destination. In frustration of everything, the Nigerian lady subsequently took out her blooded sanitary ware and placed it all, allegedly threw it on the counter of the Kenya Airways staff, leading, in between like a heated exchange. So what are my thoughts? And I think the main issue here for me, I would speak on a lot, is the visa issue. Yes, UK biometric residence permit holders, yes, they're usually allowed to transit one European country without the need to get a visa. To my knowledge, and even investigating today, it is still the case whereby you don't need a visa if it's just one country you're going through. But again, since none of us are aware of her visa status, whether she, what exactly she has, I can't say who's right or who's wrong. But if Kenya Airways did make an error, she has grounds for compensation. I speak to this from experience because I experienced something in the past, which I've shared previously, when an airline refused to board me to the US at the time. And anyway, I ended up going to the US, but I spent so much money. I had a lot of trauma and whatnot, and they compensated me. Now, let's talk about her reaction. I think many of us will agree that the act of, taking out your sanitary ware and placing it on publicly was unnecessary and unhygienic. I think no matter how heated the situation is, this act actually distracts everybody from the key issue. And it really makes it hard for people to even take her side at all. So I guess some key thoughts from my side, or key final lessons or whatnot. Number one, it's important to stay calm in situations like this. You get the most when you stay calm. I'm not saying Nigerians aren't being treated badly in some places, but I think it's important not to always assume that that's what's going on all the time, right? It's important to stay calm because I think if you don't, the issue, what you're trying to prove and share, is going to get lost. We don't want that. Number two, the check-in staff in Lagos, the Kenyan check-in staff in Lagos, Kenya Airways check-in staff in Lagos, seemed they didn't verify the documents properly because she shouldn't have been allowed to board the flights leaving Lagos. Number three, and I think if indeed it was Kenya Airways that made the issue in terms of not checking documents properly, they could have at least, just taken out the discretion to provide her with a hotel. Because yes, everyone has rules, but there are always exceptions to the rule. So what do you guys think? Was Kenya Airways in the right? Was the Nigerian lady in the right? I know subsequently they flew her back to Lagos, so she's back in Lagos. But I really want to hear your thoughts on the issue. Let's talk about it. I'll see you in the comments.